This is the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertson and broadcasting live from the Omni Frisco at the Star. Brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Cowboys. Tom Thumb Albertsons, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Bacardi, live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi. Now your hosts, Kevin Turner, Taylor Stern, and Brad Sham.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Cowboys Hour. Thanks for joining us tonight. We got a great crowd out here at the Omni Frisco, and if the result had been different yesterday, I would have said that this was another Victory Monday crowd. But instead, I'm going to say that it is a combination of just pure Cheeto Jourdan love and a celebration of the weather breaking just a little bit. So it's not a song. You can applaud the weather. That's perfectly all right. God provided the weather. We don't mind applauding God. So that's our policy. That's our policy here. Yay, God. That's exactly right. So this is our regular Monday night stop, almost every Monday night throughout the Cowboys season at 6 o'clock. And we are delighted to have all of you here. We really do have a great crowd tonight. And we are delighted to have all of you listening along the Dallas Cowboys radio network. And if you are watching us streaming either live or later on in those little black boxes, fellas, right there, the DallasCowboys.com intraweb device is sending our pictures everywhere in the world. So hi, everybody. Thanks very much. And now we can do an appropriate, rousing greeting for our special guests tonight, the nacho-chomping Chidobe Awuzie and Jourdan Lewis. Thank you.
That was like a perfect noise.
Seriously, thank you both for being here.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it. And that was really good. The way that was just outstanding.
It is really good.
It is good. You can lower the mic and move it a little closer to you because we don't want to miss a syllable, not one syllable. One of the things that strikes me when I think of you guys is, and I know you have been on this show before, we have talked about this before. Doesn't have anything to do with yesterday. We'll get back to yesterday and then get away from it. But it's very clear that there is there's a kind of a brotherly thing going on between the two of you. You came in together, and did that just happen, Jourdan? Did you just click right away, you two guys?
Yeah, I feel like it was day one, honestly. When we were in the hotel at Gaylord, we immediately played the game together. So we played 2K.
Who won?
That's not the question. That was asked.
And we now have our answer.
That is the brotherly love right there.
So yeah, from day one, we clicked from the game, and then we had other similarities, and it kept rolling from there.
You felt the same thing right away? This guy's going to be a friend of mine for a long, long time?
Most definitely. When I first met Jourdan, we were both kind of like young and reckless.
Mm-hmm. What are you now, old?
Not really old, but like I can really just see how far both of us have came. As men, football players. Now we're talking about stuff that actually matters in life, not just like music interests or video games. Like we can actually have a real conversation. So it's a great thing to see.
I have to now ask you what some of those things might be.
I mean, our faith. Obviously he's in a relationship. We talk about stuff like that. Our families. Anything really, anything.
Jourdan's about to be a father in January.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
He will be a great father.
That'll change your life.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about yesterday and then move on. But it was an anomaly. And Cheeto and I were just talking about this off the air a minute ago, and I'd like both of you to address it, please, because the one thing over the last year and a quarter now that your team has done is play sound defensively. You just haven't had games like that. Mm-hmm. And yes, so when that happens, Cheeto, why do you think that happens when something like that pops up?
I mean, it's really a surprise to us as well. I feel like we prepare every week the same way, with a great intensity. We always asking each other questions, the coaches questions, and we feel pretty confident about the game plan. But then, when we get to the game, we started with a 3-and-out. And that felt pretty good, but then when the ebbs and flow of a game don't go as correctly as you thought in your head it would, and sometimes you just gotta hold to any kind of momentum you have and just run with it. So I think it was more of a fact of that, just us not really getting our feet in the ground quick enough, with them, not starting fast enough.
Jourdan, how would you address that question?
I feel like it's the same thing. Just understanding the details, just being on the, just honing in on them every single play. And I feel like we did that the second half, and we were fighting. But I feel like we gotta put a complete game together. All 4 quarters is just complete focus and just on the details and fine things.
Go ahead.
Well, I know today you had a chance to watch some of the tape and probably clean up things, but watching the game I watched the game at home, watching the game on TV, didn't see any a lot of wide receivers running 3 or anything like that. It was a lot of running backs and tight ends and things like that.
That's what I'm saying. It was just just the fine things, just the real. I feel like the intricacies of our defense, where we got to just continue to hone in on.
Again, Chido and I were visiting briefly before we went on the air, and I think most people have heard, if they didn't hear it live, that in Dak Prescott's post-game remarks, he said maybe somebody asked him something along the lines of, is this a useful loss? Did you need something like this to happen? He said, well, maybe we were sniffing ourselves a little bit too much, which I thought was very colorful. In a marginally appropriate way, it kind of got the point across. So, Jourdan, do you agree with any of that?
We definitely got.
You feel free to disagree with Dak.
No, we we definitely got to stay grounded. I feel like we got to stay on. Like I said, we got to understand that even though we are a great football team, we still can get beat if we don't focus up and understand what we have to do each and every down. And I feel like he definitely hit the hammer on the nail. So I feel like that's definitely something that we got to do.
So there was a hit late in the game in the fourth quarter. Chido, it might have been on a 4th down. I'm not sure. Anyway, you came from about a block and a half away
from the clouds
and laid out the running back, Mr. Aaron Jones, who had stuck 4 touchdowns on you. And that hit seemed to say, I am sick of you today, Aaron Jones. Was that going through your mind at all?
I mean, I was the backside corner, so usually you play your man, it feels like a pass or a run. He kind of gave me a pass release, and I turned around. I thought the play, was over. That he's kind of bottled up from my vision, and I just see him start squirming around. So then, I just V-lined for it, because I seen Aaron Rodgers on my left, and the way I dove in, I was like, all right, if you block me, you're gonna taste some of this too. So I just dove.
The swag. And I got to ask you guys, as defenders, what did you think about it when Aaron Jones was waving to Byron Jones? How did you feel as a defender?
It was disrespectful.
It was disrespectful.
We got to keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah, by the way, so is scoring 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I'm saying. We got to keep him out of the end zone for us to say something like that, or, so he doesn't have the opportunity to do anything like that.
Before he's even in the end zone. And Byron Jones is a fast guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
we just gotta be better so that we don't give those type of players that opportunity to celebrate.
That's what I'm saying.
Like in his head, he oh, you do what you want when you popping. So he
Yeah.
feeling like he popping, so he could do what he want. But it's just on us to really humble those type of guys.
Absolutely.
So you got down early, and then there was on the TV broadcast. I don't even know. This might have just been the front 7 personnel groups. You guys might not have been involved. It looked like Richard had everyone in a circle and was kind of chewing into you guys. What was that like? Is that something that happens? And it seems like I never really noticed it very often, but it seemed like he was kind of like, hey, it's 17-0, let's go. Did that happen, and were you guys a part of that at all, or was that just kind of the front 7?
Coach Richard, he's a very animated, passionate person. Everybody knows that. And, he's going to keep us honest. That's one thing I love about Coach Richard. If the game's going good, he's going to be that same way. If the game's going bad, he's going to be that same way. So at that particular time, he probably felt like, we weren't showing ourselves what we could do, and, that's a bad thing, when we prepare so hard, we wake up early, we train hard, we study hard, and when you come to the game time, we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. So it was more like him just, letting us recognize the opportunity we have in front of us and to really maximize it. So
I think the thing that you're talking about, he actually got the entire defense together, didn't he? on that occasion. So that leads me to the question of who would you least like angry and yelling at you, Richard or Marinelli?
Richard, bar none, because I've experienced it.
You haven't
It
been
was
on
not
the
fun.
receiving end from Coach Marinelli?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, both of them get after you.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Richard
it's hard.
Pierce is, I don't know. Pierce is a little different.
Okay, which member of the defense, if it was going to be any member of the defense, which member of the defense do you least like? Giving you that kind of, I guess, giving you the business a little bit.
Give you the business.
So probably someone in the secondary, because they basically know our job. Like if Jourdan got on me, it probably hurt me a little bit because I know that he's going to be completely honest with me, and whatever he's saying is probably true. So yeah.
How fired up, I'm not going to ask you about officiating, but how fired up does it get you guys as players when you see Coach Garrett and what happened with the challenge flag?
I mean, it's just we all thought it. We were all feeling the same emotions and stuff like that. But I feel like we it's good to see that he's just passionate. He cares. Just as much, if not more, than all the guys on the field. And it's just goes to how the game was officiated, man. It was I mean, I wouldn't say it
Careful,
was
I
bad.
wouldn't say
I don't want
you getting a FedEx envelope from Park Avenue.
I'm just saying if you're gonna make it, if you're gonna make it like that, make it consistent. Some calls out there that weren't consistent.
Did you ever play baseball?
No, not really. But I did.
Not really.
Yeah, no, I was terrible. I was designated runner.
Were you a baseball player at all, Cheeto?
Nope.
I mean, that's a strike zone thing. Okay.
You say one
the
more
strike
word.
zone is here.
Yeah.
But if you're going to call it up here, call it for both teams from the first inning to the ninth inning. Just so we know how to play the
That's
game.
what I'm. Exactly. How do we play the game? How do you play the game?
Anthony Brown's PI call, like, come on now.
Well,
Come on now.
What I said, and then we'll have to take a break, but what I said on the radio when that happened was if that's PI, then you can't play football anymore.
He literally, like,
No, you seen Jeff too?
I didn't see
Yeah, well, the guy
Jimmy
fell down.
Graham, yeah.
Holding.
The guy
whatever.
fell down.
Illegal touching, whatever they call.
Yeah.
I mean, how you play football like that? What we doing? We playing basketball now? Is that what we doing?
Yes.
Just in
Bomb
general.
City.
And just in general, like fewer flags. Just in general.
It's
Let's
not
let 'em
even
play.
that. I'm just
Like,
saying, be consistent. If you're gonna call flags, just keep calling them.
and don't call him out of emotion
Just
either.
keep calling.
Like if you're mad at a coach, like I feel like referees should be like the most
keep calling them.
neutral-minded people. And I know they deal with a lot, so respect to all referees. But like the way Coach Garrett throws a flag offends you. Come on, man.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. If ever there was a come on man moment,
That is it.
that was it. Now, when we come back, we are going to get a little bit into the question of is Cheeto the fastest player on the team? And if look at Jourdan. Jourdan's in pain, even considering it. I do want everybody to know this. I want everybody to know this because sometimes people get so down on players when the team loses a game, and you wonder if they care as much as you do. Today was their day off, a day off. They were given a bonus day off. That means no meetings. And tomorrow's their regular day off. Cheeto, how many guys were at the complex looking at tape today?
Everyone.
In position groups?
Yeah, so like the position groups organized. So our position group leader was Jeffy. We got in there, watched the tape. We all had to lift today. Everybody had recovery today if you got hurt. So I actually just left like 2 hours ago. So I was there from 10 a.m. So yeah. That's most guys though.
Yeah.
On their day off.
They care.
Yeah, they care. All right, so we're delighted to have all of you with us. We're delighted to have Jourdan Lewis and Chidobe Awuzie with us this evening on the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour at the Omni Frisco, supported by Albertsons and brought to you in part by Omni. Next time you travel for an away game, here's how to make the most of it. Stay with Omni Hotels and Resorts. They have 60 premier locations coast to coast with things like world-class spas, championship golf, and great dining. Visit OmniHotels.com to learn more. Omni Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of the Dallas Cowboys. And by Lucchese Bootmaker. Now open at the Star in Frisco, right over there, right across the street. Shop from a variety of world-class handmade cowboy boots, as well as all-new signature apparel and accessories. Visit their brand-new store today and experience the tradition that is
Lucchese Bootmaker.
We'll be back with Jourdan and Chido right after this.
Back to the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons and broadcasting live from the Omni Frisco at the Star.
Snap to Manning, back with time, right side of the end zone, intercepted in the end zone. Awuzie's got his first interception of the year on a pass intended for Sterling Shepard.
Yes.
Well, there's more of those to come. But let's start with that, by the way, as Awuzie and Jourdan Lewis are our guests this evening on the Cowboys Hour, and so happy to have these two bright young men with us. Okay, so I'll just be a fan for a second. Why don't you all ever get any interceptions? Come on, man. What's going on?
Ooh, fan Brad.
Dang.
I know. That was cold. I apologize. That was cold. And I know it frustrates the heck out of you. You've got the only one.
When
this
Jordan's
year.
in, he get him.
Oh, that's
I
that.
appreciate that.
That's
Thank
that
you so
brother
much.
love.
I appreciate that. Oh, that was.
Oh, did it warm your heart?
Yes.
I presume it's frustrating because that's part of the game is getting the ball back. But
You just gotta have it on your mind, and you can't let it frustrate you, because then if you're frustrated and you try to make stuff happen that's not there and stuff like that, you get you make things even worse. Honestly, you just got to do your job, honestly, and that's what we always preach, and it's gonna come to us. I mean, just keep doing right, it's gonna happen.
Is that the most frustrating part of watching film sometimes when you see it and you're like, man, That could have been a pick.
I mean, honestly, we don't even think about it like that. I mean, a lot of fans think about picks and interceptions and turnovers. They don't understand how difficult and how much of an art form that is. You got to always have it on your mind, and I feel like it's not easy to come by in this league. It's not just gonna pop out. You got to force it, and I feel like we definitely have to make more conscious efforts at the ball and stuff like that. But I mean, at the same time, it's you playing against elite competition all the time. Not making excuses. But we definitely got to get more ball conscious.
So one of the most talked about plays of the young season happened. I have the right play, don't I, KT?
Yes.
In the opener against the New York Giants, when young Mr. Barkley got loose on a long run, and the Cheeto Express caught him from behind. And what were you clocked at? 23, 28 miles an hour?
28.
Dang.
28.
Correction.
It wasn't
I'm
28.
trying to give you some now. Come on. What was it? Wasn't it 22 or 23?
I think it was 22.8.
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
I think it was
22.8.
exactly that. Yeah.
22.8.
Okay. So that leads me to, and then there was what I thought was a very amusing public social media exchange back and forth about, it looked, Cheeto, like you were kind of bragging on yourself. And it looked like some of your teammates weren't really having any of it.
Yeah, everybody knows you can't let me win or be first to anything, or else they're gonna hear it from me. So all of our teammates, especially our secondary, we always talk about like who the fastest. Like we always joke about it. In the off season, Jourdan, AB, CJ, they all got me in the.
CJ's pretty fast, isn't
he's
he?
very not pretty. He's very
Extremely.
fast. He's extremely fast. So
CJ Goodwin, in case anybody's not paying attention.
Yeah. So then when I hit that time, it was more of just like a jubilation that I got something on
What a
them.
word.
You know what I'm saying? Got something on them.
So, yeah, and on that carry, Saquon was clocked at 21.75 miles per hour.
Jeez.
And you were 22 point something.
.8.
0.8. Okay, so
think.
the fastest ball carrier this year so far is
Odell?
Cordarrelle Patterson, 22.2.
Ooh, jeez.
Now, I don't know. How much do you how much does it count having the ball in your hand?
That's what Amari was trying to say. He was trying to say without
Amari.
a ball, he might hit like a 24 or 23 or something. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
I just
But-
like
I don't know,
your
yeah.
tweet after that said that's why you got tested the
Oh,
next
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Because, the PED testing,
I haven't
it's
got tested
random.
since. I haven't got tested
Quotations,
since.
random.
Yeah.
Well, everyone knows now. This is week one, too.
So-
First time that those stats came out, it's like, oh, Cheetos, fastest guy in the league. Dang.
Jordan, don't you just have to admit that he's the fastest guy
Uh-oh.
Fast guy what?
on the team?
I mean,
At the table?
you got to remember.
How
You got
about,
to take
No
this out.
one's
You got to take
back
this
to
out.
how about at the table? Let's
gotta
start
take this out.
slow.
Because we actually measured. Like, we measured it, and he wasn't faster than me.
He was
So-
not faster than you.
And AB was top.
Yeah, no, AB was, yes.
Now, is this a 40? What's the
What was it,
measurement?
20 yards.
20-yard sprint.
Okay.
Start.
Sprint.
Oh, so we could theoretically go right out on that field right
Absolutely
there.
not.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
I was gonna say absolutely yeah.
No.
I'll beat you with a limping leg.
Olympic leg.
I'll play.
See,
I gotta ask you though, Cheeto. Yes, your speed we all know about, but not a lot of people know about what you do in the locker room, and we're fortunate
Easy.
to see that
Easy.
in the media, open locker room.
All right.
When you and Amari, who are locker mates, they sit there and they play chess. Literally play chess. You guys have the lockers right side by side, and you guys are just, while everyone's talking to Dak, who's next to Amari, the media is crazy in there, and you guys are just playing chess. How did that come to be?
I just want to say first off, I got 2 W's today against Amari. Just want to put that out there.
Today you
Yeah,
played.
2 W's. You know what I'm saying? He got 1 today, so I'm 2-1 on the day. Anyways, yeah.
Like Amari listens here.
Nah, he gonna
Oh, someone will
I'm
tweet
a-
it.
I'm
he
blasted
probably,
in his face.
he definitely going to see
Oh,
it.
I mean, it'll
He gonna
be
make sure.
online. It'll be on DallasCowboys.com.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to him. Anyways,
Anyway.
So when Amari first came, me and Donovan Olumba had already been playing chess, and then I seen him obviously next to my locker. I seen him playing chess like on his phone, and I was like, "Oh, you play?" And then me, him, and Donovan started playing each other, and then Donovan kind of wheeled out, and then now it's just me and Omari pretty much.
Now, isn't that a difficult game, less satisfying, let me put it that way, to play on your phone? Don't you need to be sitting across from the guy and look at him and try to get in his head a little bit?
That's what I realized, because he used to beat me pretty good on the phone. I used to call him a phone chess player. But then when we played in person,
what a diss.
when we played in person, I would win. I was like, all right, we only playing in person, and then, now it's kind of he's definitely won more games than I have, though. I'll put that out there.
So why is that it would be different on the phone and in person? Is it just is there something you can tell by looking in a guy's eyes? What is it?
I mean, when you're on the phone, I mean, you could probably put that whole game into Google and just figure out what's the best move to do, or you could act like you playing a move, but you really, you know what I'm saying, thinking about it for 2 hours. You're gonna tell me, I was busy doing this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? In person, you ain't gonna wait 2 hours to play a move, but on the phone, you could say you was busy, but who really knows?
Are you going to get in the mix, Jourdan?
No.
You're staying away from chess?
I don't have time for it.
But
not the game, not the actual game. I'm talking about like them going back and forth. I'm not trying to deal with it. I'm like, I already because we play 2K. I mean, and we take that extremely seriously. If we have to work on the actual like game of the mind, no, I'm not. No, it might get really bad.
Now, how much time do you think you spend, Chido, on playing chess? Do you play with anybody besides Omari regularly during the week?
Whoever challenges me.
You know what? I might have to do it. I might have to.
You might.
Like I play Donovan. You know, whenever he feels like he wants to get his butt whipped. I play
whenever.
Whenever he feels like it. I play some of my friends from college. I obviously play Omari. Yeah.
You play Philip Lindsay? I know he's like your best bud.
He would not be able to play chess.
Ooh, running back for the Broncos.
What? Don't do that.
Send him this clip too.
Don't do that. He thought he wouldn't be able to play chess.
What's the longest you take? So you're playing in person. What's the longest you take in between moves? Is it like a 15-minute thing, stare down?
We've played on the clock before, and I usually win those games. But then when we don't play on the clock, the game could take 25 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah.
On the clock, was it like 60 seconds per move or something like that?
3 minutes
It's
total.
3 minutes.
Oh, 3 minutes
usually.
total. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brad, do you play?
Not at that level.
You dabble? You dabble in the sport?
I've played. I haven't played in a while, but I've played. I mean, for crying out loud, I was born when they invented the little horse.
Oh man,
I call it the little horse.
What do you call it?
It's a knight. It's a knight.
I don't play.
How did you get involved in that game?
In college, me and my friends, I was in the business school. During class, sometimes.
When it was boring?
I mean, we all had our laptops out, so, when we weren't taking notes, we would just kind of switch tabs and then play each other in chess.
At least they were playing chess.
What would Richard do if he caught you playing chess in the meeting room?
Make sure I was winning.
Jourdan, tell us the truth.
No, if he even seen a chessboard,
I'm probably getting fined.
no, he gonna flip it over. He gonna flip the whole table over. No, that ain't going. It's not.
Would he at least check and see if he was winning, though, before he flipped the table over?
Absolutely not.
You don't think so? And then when he found out I wasn't, he would be like, "Oh, you get chinked up more."
I don't even think it'd be a joking matter.
I'm a little nervous just even thinking about it. So we're going to change the subject. We are so happy to have Chidobe, Awuzie, and Jourdan Lewis as our guests this evening, and happy to have all of you with us, whether you are here at the Omni Frisco. And isn't this nice weather now? Isn't this great? Now we're having a picnic. See, now we're doing something good. And if you're listening on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network or watching us on DallasCowboys.com, thank you very much. We appreciate that.
And want to use what the pros use? Jack Black is the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys. Get your Jack Black starter, 4 JB faves plus a full-size lip balm for just $10 with free shipping at getjackblack.com. Use code TEAMJB, and thank you, Albertsons. When it comes time to shop for tailgate favorites, go to Albertsons and Tom Thumb. Get 10% off your groceries every Dallas Cowboys game day when you wear your Cowboys jersey. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys.
We'll be right back on the Cowboys Hour.
Ticket number.
Back. To the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons and broadcasting live from the Omni Frisco at the Star.
It's a four-man rush. Manning back, looking, throwing to the end zone, broken up by Jourdan Lewis. Saved a touchdown. Jourdan Lewis reached in front of Sterling Shepard and saved a touchdown.
I was watching you. I saw you do it. And both of you seem to do very well against Sterling Shepard, by the way. Both of those highlights came against Sterling
Shut
Shepard.
him down.
Yeah, we got to play them again, so we just gonna go with that.
Right,
Thank
right.
you.
But not yet. It's the other New York team this week. Delighted to have Jourdan Lewis and Chidobe Awuzie with us on the Cowboys Hour. This is a big hand for them, you bet. I'm Brad Sham with Kevin Turner and Taylor Stern. If you have questions for Chido and or Jourdan, Stephen will have the microphone and pass amongst you in the next segment. So hold your hand up, and he will come to you. When you're playing someone that you haven't played much, or in your cases ever, the New York Jets, preparation different? Is it different in your mind at all?
No, not really.
Everything's the same?
Yeah, you just got to watch the film and just trust the film, and that's about it, honestly. I mean, they always have new wrinkles, for stuff, if they feel like they want to, get fancy, they will. But at the end of the day, they'll always do what they do at their core. So, you just look at that and just trust it.
It's only year 3 for you guys, so it's still kind of early in your career. But do you guys have opponents that you, get a little more geeked for than usual? I know you guys are going to be prepared no matter what, but if it is a Green Bay or a divisional opponent or something like that, do you guys get a little more excited or a specific matchup even as well?
I mean, it's just like the atmosphere is different.
Yeah.
It's not more so it's like you not being excited. But we love playing football, so we always excited. But when we went to Oakland our rookie year, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. That was a different experience
Was that Monday Night Football?
Because of the black hole?
So. Yeah, it was crazy.
That was the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
That was
a lot
the
on the
one
line.
that Heath saved at the end when he got to Derek Carr in the corner.
The
Yeah,
note card game.
We got home
The
so
note
late.
card.
We did, but it was fun, man. That was crazy, man. And,
Now, I was just going to say that we brought up Cheeto's Twitter, but really, the Twitter follow we all know and love is Jourdan Lewis. Do you follow him, Brad?
Sure.
Do you follow him, KT?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Because it is solid content, and I feel like you just say what everyone else is thinking, and it's appreciated. It truly is. And did you delete the 3-0 tweet?
no.
Okay, I'm looking for it
Oh, yeah,
because
it's up there. I tweet a lot, though.
you do.
Yeah,
And so after the Dolphins game, do you remember the name of
I
that?
do. Is that Devin Godchow
Yes.
from LSU? Yeah.
Wanted to talk some smack to Travis Frederick, and he said, this is the best O-line. What does that make me? And you just
what am I?
responded, 0-3. It was great.
0-4 now, right?
Nah, we not going to do that. we going to rub it in their face.
Yeah,
They were 0-3 at the time.
But he shouldn't have been taking shots at the offensive line. You
I
got
mean,
your
it
teammates
was-
back.
I mean, it was real petty, but, he started it first. That's what I do normally. On Twitter, if you started first, I feel like, that's my green light to finish.
That was
Yeah.
harmless
Do
fun.
you have siblings?
Yeah, I got a sibling.
Where
younger sister.
where are you in the birth order?
I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
I'm the
So
oldest.
when brother or sister,
Sister.
when she
she
said
was
he started it.
Yeah. I mean, she was lying. That was a lie.
Let me ask you both something about Twitter, because you are of the generation that it's for. Do you ever think maybe I better not hit send?
Yeah.
All the time.
So there's a bunch of stuff that you don't tweet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I feel
Next
like
question
it
is,
is
like
a lot.
what?
Yeah, like what?
Well, I wouldn't ask. See, you've got a natural talent for this business.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ask specifically that, because if either of you wanted to share something that you didn't tweet, you would have tweeted it.
Mm-hmm.
However, one could ask, what's the thank you. What's the kind of thing that you might actually type and then say, nah.
So what I'm getting from you is you want the guidelines of what I do and don't do. and what situations I do it in.
Yes,
You're
and
sharp.
I also want to know what's the censor button? What is it that makes you think twice?
Okay, so if we lost a game, that's one. Well, always. I mean, you always have emotions. We all have emotions. But fans, it's nothing like a pissed off fan.
Oh,
So-
Twitter on Sundays is the worst place
Oh,
to
it's,
be.
yeah, you don't
It's
want to
the
be
worst
on there.
place to be if
You
the
don't wanna be
Cowboys
on there.
lose.
But at the same time, it's not about, what I feel. It's about, like, I understand it's going to rub people the wrong way regardless. It's not like, okay, I'm trying to play into what they like or anything like that. I love the fans, but it's just I know that's not the smartest idea at the time. If it's profanity, I feel like I kind of stay away from it, even though I got a little bit on there. I mean,
Not
but
that
it's
much.
lighthearted though.
It's
It's
light.
still kid friendly.
I think you're very good about
Kid-friendly
going into some
profanity.
issues, like when Tim Tebow was
Yeah,
talking about paying players and what
Yeah.
he said.
Yeah, you just got to know how to come from a genuine place and still please everybody.
See, I think it's. I think you guys sometimes have it unfair because you're on this platform or any platform as athletes, and if you guys have thoughts, I always enjoy it when the athletes are able to share their thoughts. And I don't think athletes should take backlash from
Yeah.
sharing their thoughts.
I mean-
I think that's very unfair.
Because people
it's-
want it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It helps us connect to the fans. It helps them understand us better. And I feel like that's what they deserve. That's what they paid to see us for. And I feel like, if we're going to entertain them, why not do it off the field too?
Cheeto, I felt like I was on your Thailand trip in the off season.
Oh, yeah. That was
You went on a
beautiful.
pretty incredible trip to Thailand. Where's next?
Probably Jamaica, or maybe back home to Nigeria.
Ooh, have you been back a
I
few
have,
times?
yeah, but I think I'm gonna go back this off season.
You should
So-
go back with Emmanuel Acho. He has a few things he's doing down there.
So I might have to tap in with him.
Yeah.
How do you use Instagram? How do you two individually use Instagram differently than you use Twitter?
He the Instagram guy, really.
What? What
Man,
does that
he-
mean?
that's- you know
Whoa,
exactly that
what does that mean?
He the Instagrammer.
What does that mean, bro?
He's the Instagrammer.
Well, what does that mean?
I'm asking him.
I'm saying.
I'm asking him why he
Who's on
his
first?
Instagram. Yeah, exactly. Why he likes Instagram more than he likes Twitter. That was my question.
Would you say that fits you, that you like Instagram more than you like Twitter?
Sure.
And what do you like about Instagram as opposed to Twitter?
Well, on Twitter, people's ideas, like you said, a lot of things are emotionally charged, and it's like kind of like sometimes hectic on Twitter. But on Instagram, it's just like life.
I mean, it's the aesthetic. Let's just go there.
Visuals.
The visuals.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't got to get too much, from someone's life on Instagram. I just get like a little snapshot
Taylor
of
is
it,
hilarious.
throw it away, hit next.
But sometimes people write some really deep stuff.
You don't
As
look
the
at
caption.
it.
You don't pay
No one
attention.
If somebody tell you they're looking at captions on Instagram that the little dots right at the bottom
Yeah.
and they keep going, they're not looking at that. Nobody looking at that.
Tell them the
Instagram will keep
truth.
going.
Right, you looking at that?
He has to.
If it's somebody that I'm interested in following, if you put something on Instagram and I'm following you and you put the little dots, then I came
Brad
here to
cares.
find out what's going on.
I'm sorry, man. I
Does
apologize.
anyone
You're right.
get on Instagram story more than Tavon Austin, though?
He just be in the camera like,
Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop. All right, bro.
hey,
Tavon,
bro.
I feel like Tavon is like,
Damn, my
man,
bad.
he him, man.
Big Tay.
That's him, man. That's him.
He's
I
funny.
KJ would own it,
Man,
as he
is
says.
like as genuine as it gets, man, and it's not a more pure heart person than he is.
Fact.
And that's the honest God truth, man. He'd give his shirt off his back. if
He
needed
would.
to.
You
And that's-
you brought up NBA 2K earlier. I know you guys play. Who are the other guys that play that you guys might play with online?
Justin March.
Justin March. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't ask him.
And you said
about
that real
him.
quickly. Is that because he's good? And he
Oh, no,
keep
he
up
just
with you
play a
guys?
lot.
Oh,
He
just
just
plays
Play
a
a
lot.
lot. Yeah, you're not good.
Yeah.
No, I ain't emphasize the good.
I think
like
Cheeto
that.
was gonna say that.
He's good.
I'm brutally honest.
He is good. We just elite.
Oh yeah, I didn't say he wasn't not good. He just
So when you guys play against each other, what's the strategy? I mean, you pick a team? Is it random?
you got to catch up, bro.
Yeah.
It's my career
It's
now.
Oh,
my
you're in my
career.
career now.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
are you guys in the same league?
Sometimes.
Oh no, it's not a league. We just like play for fun, like in the rec or in the park. Just
Yeah.
3-on-3 basketball. Play against.
Hey,
each
shout
other.
out Ronnie 2K.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
We're promoting.
Oh, he
stuff
hooked
too.
you guys up?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
All right, so
Yeah.
you're in the game now.
Yeah.
So if I got 2K, could I play as Jordan Lewis or Cheeto?
Nah.
Oh,
nah.
no, we not
He
in the
just,
game,
He just
no.
kind of boosted our character. Yeah, he boosted our character.
Ronnie's got the power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
close are you guys to complexity? 'Cause
So
we
that's what I
tryna-
was going to
yeah.
ask you
We're
because
trying
I
to
know
get
we
in.
have to go to a break soon. But young Dreeny,
Hold on one second.
Oh, we ain't got to talk about
Hold,
the
no,
turn
no,
this
no,
off.
no, yeah, no. I don't know. Maybe we got 50 people out here. Show of hands. How many of you know what complexity is? I see zero
That's good.
hands.
Now
That
say
is-
it.
that's-
Zero hands.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
not good.
William
That's kinda
knows.
good.
William
knows what.
Okay, so
We ain't
Dreeny
gotta talk
is
about
the
that.
best Madden player in the world. He is signed to the Complexity Esports team.
Okay.
And he came out last year to training camp for the first time. He came out this past year too, but for the first time, and he played, y'all. What were the results of those games? Best Madden player in the world. It got real silent. It
So
got
there's
real
something
silent.
wrong with Cheeto's headset. The wiring is apparently
But he
not working.
likes y'all. You guys are boys, because
Man, he cool.
Did you guys score
He
on
hasn't
him?
beat me like
if you
that.
guys scored on him, then you're fine. Did you guys get a touchdown?
I don't play the. I don't count that game. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's not fair.
like, he's a professional.
Nah, but look, it was 2-minute quarters, so he gets on you quick, and there ain't no coming back. You
it's
know what
the
I'm saying?
equivalent
It's
of him trying to run a route against you.
I'm
Like,
saying
you guys
though,
are going to
it's
shut
like-
it down.
But that's real life though. You know, you at least gotta give me a 5-minute quarter game. You know what
I
I'm
ain't need
saying?
that. He had. That's enough time. I had enough time.
Y'all should
That's
see what
enough
I.
time.
Never mind.
8 minutes is enough time for me.
Don't
That was
start
enough time.
saying something and then
Y'all should
say
have seen
never
what
mind.
I used to
He
do
put
to
up
him in Madden.
66 points on me in 6 minutes.
66.
Wait, you talking about Dreeny or me?
Dreamy.
Because I did the same
6
thing.
minutes.
I got the photos too. Quick with it too. I could pull it up.
Tweet
I
him.
got a
Tweet him.
photo of you too.
Tweet him.
2K. You know exactly which one I'm talking about.
But this one you gonna see your face,
you
and then the score. You just talking about my play.
look. First off, disclaimer. I'm not a Madden player. I'm not good at it. I don't care.
You
Well,
said you were elite 2 minutes ago.
2K, NBA,
2K.
Those
Oh,
are
NBA,
two
2K.
different games.
Madden, you're more
I am horrible.
amateur.
Not even.
We're going to contemplate all that and see if we can get anybody to tell us the meaning of complexity when we come back on
tell you in the
the
break.
Miller Lite Cowboys Hour. I know what it is. I know all I want to know. At the Omni Frisco, we're supported by Albertsons, and we're brought to you in part by Omni. Next time you travel for an away game, here's how to make the most of it. Stay with Omni Hotels and Resorts. They have 60 premier locations, coast to coast, with things like world-class spas, championship golf, and great dining. Visit OmniHotels.com to learn more. Omni Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of the Dallas Cowboys, and by Lucchese Bootmaker, now open at the Star in Frisco. Shop from a variety of world-class handmade cowboy boots, as well as all new signature apparel and accessories. Visit their brand new store today and experience the tradition that is.
Lucchese Bootmaker.
We'll be right back with Jourdan and Cheeto right after this.
Back. To the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons and broadcasting live from the Omni Frisco at the Star.
And it's brought to you by Papa John's. When the Cowboys win, like next Monday, get 50% off regular menu price pizzas the next day at papajohns.com with the promo code CowboysWin. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, not valid with any other discounts. Prices, participation, delivery area, and changes may vary. Also brought to you by Albertsons. When it comes time to shop for tailgate favorites, go to Albertsons and Tom Thumb. You can get 10% off your groceries every Dallas Cowboys game day when you wear your Cowboys jersey. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys.
Thank you, KT.
We did it.
We did it. So before, hold your hand up if you got a question. Steven's got the microphone. He's coming down there right now. When you were kids, what were your sporting interests? Did you have a favorite sport that you followed? Athletes, college, pro?
I liked all of them, like football, basketball. I like soccer. But I pay attention more to football when I was younger, like the athletes.
Raiders?
Nah.
Didn't you grow up?
I grew up just liking players like Brian Dawkins, Walter Payton, Charles Woodson. I really attached to players more than teams.
And Jourdan, how about you?
I watch basketball and football more so than anything else. I feel like basketball is my first love.
Did you play it?
Yeah. I played it until my senior year in high school, and then.
Were you good?
Yeah, I was real good.
Why didn't you play at Michigan?
Look how tall I am.
Can you shoot?
I mean, yeah, but can I shoot over somebody 6'6"?
Are you fast? I've seen you
Yeah,
play. You
I
got
can
pretty
run.
good hand-eye
JJ
coordination.
Barea's real short. How
But that's
tall
an
is he?
exception, though. He can do everything way better than I can.
Hey, how would you describe your style of play?
Streaky shooter. I can dribble.
Rondo.
No, that's disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful?
I can score.
He is
Rondo don't
NBA
score.
champion.
He don't score, bro. I'm a scorer.
Could
You know this.
How about D?
Disrespectful. Yeah, I'll play if I have to.
Rondo.
Well, there you go.
How excited are you to go back home to Detroit for the Cowboys game this year?
I'm extremely excited, man. I'm excited to see my family. It's gonna be a good time. That's my first time playing since I was in Little League. Well, no, since in high school. So I haven't lost at Ford Field.
State champion then?
Yeah, state champion. We played at the Little League championship there. So I played there 5 or 6 times.
So Ford Field is a good place for you?
Yeah, that's when. So we trying to keep the streak going.
There we go.
How
All
many
right.
people have asked you for tickets? Sorry, Brad.
That's all.
It's been a nice little amount. So I mean, hopefully we can get that situated.
Tickets cost
before-
money.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's
especially away. If any of my family are watching this, they cost.
They do cost money.
yeah.
away.
Let 'em
I don't
know.
get 2. I don't get 2 tickets like I get here. I don't get any.
They don't give you any road tickets,
Nah.
You gotta pay.
and people will ask,
Yeah.
and they don't care what you have. to
And
pay.
they
but
expect you to
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
You're in the NFL. You got it.
Right.
Yeah.
$100 to come see your nephew play. Come on.
Yeah.
Your cousin. Pay it.
No, I'm not talking about my cousins. All that
I'm
stuff.
talking
Yeah,
whoever.
I'm talking about-
You know what I'm saying?
It's like
I'm
your high
talking to
school
my
bud.
people, too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you
Not
talking
that
about
much.
Yeah. Let's get some questions from the fans who are here tonight. Steven, what do we have?
Yeah, we got Chris from Washington kicking off our questions for tonight.
Hey, how you doing, man? Huge fan. If you weren't playing football, what would you be doing?
For a living, don't say playing 2K.
Dang. But I really feel like I do some nonprofit nonprofit stuff.
How would you make money?
Back home. I know how to make money. Grassroots stuff. So we actually have this organization called Sound Mind, Sound Body, which they work with underprivileged student athletes. I came up in it. So we went around and we did school tours. We went to Alabama, Tennessee. They took us around. We got sponsorships from Adidas. I mean, it's a lot of opportunities in grassroots football, especially in high school.
No,
Think about it.
but answer his question. How would you, while you were being a great
It's a
humanitarian,
lot of money making grassroots football, being a head coach or something like that, an AD, so helping the community.
okay? And Cheeto, what would you be doing?
I think that was just for him, right?
No, it's for both of
Oh.
you. Nice try, though.
If I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be doing something like finance. Yeah, that was like my first major before I switched to operations management. That was kind of like the cop-out because I knew I was, not new, but I had a goal that I was going to become a football player. So
I mean,
finance kind of took
we
more
were pretty
time.
focused on playing A, so.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, and you guys are like in year 3, but have you ever thought about after football anything you want to get into?
That's exactly what I thought about. That's exactly
You
what
said
I
after football.
After football.
That's what I said.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's what
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
that's what I want to do.
Yeah, I would definitely try to do something like that, honestly. Like, if I had enough income already, I'll probably trigger a little money into real estate, have a little startup here or there that I invest the money in, and then try to, like, cultivate kids, you know, having a better background in training, school, whatever, you know, give them that little jump start.
I'll just say real quick, I'm sorry. I'll just say they're very good on the air. Would you guys be interested in broadcasting after football?
Recruit him. I got you.
A lot of athletes, like current athletes, don't like to hear other athletes, like former athletes, talk about them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because
you
they're
gotta
not
be
in the
act-
locker
Because they
room.
understand, like, you know, you're not in the locker room. Like, why are you talking aimlessly like this?
Because
If I
they
did,
make
it'd
money.
be like a podcast.
Yeah,
Like
exactly,
a podcast
man.
or like.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be
Yeah.
more, you know, homely. You can say what you want to say, and you can say your opinion.
Or maybe like make a
You don't have to-
YouTube and like you could just air out all your opinions.
Yeah, man.
Do they have professional chess players? Are
I
those
ain't
okay?
messing with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, of course. It's always tournaments and stuff like that. But
I'll become a professional 2K player.
yeah, that
Complexity.
Yes. We gotta come on, bro.
None of them knew what complexity was.
That's fine. Complexity know what
They're
complexity
not
is.
I'm sorry, they're not your target audience.
All right. I
That's
got you.
fine.
Send
but
this to Jason
We're gonna
Lake.
shoot this out.
I
We'll send it
can
to
envision
Jason.
myself 15 years from now listening to a Chido and Jourdan podcast, chopping up Week 5 of the NFL. Though, like I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Because it would be so funny.
It'd be fun to
We'll probably
listen
be
to.
chopping about a lot of other stuff too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Like sideline drama.
Anything.
But I don't feel like I want to do that to, you know, athletes that, you know,
Yeah.
I don't, because we've been through it, man, and they work so hard, man, for me to just sit down and you know, aimlessly talk about it. But you guys went to school for it. I didn't. So that, you mean, y'all put the work in. So
You guys are putting the work in, and it shows. Big round of applause, please, for Chidobe Awuzie and Jourdan Lewis. Thank you both very much for spending part of your bonus day off with us. Thanks to Kevin Turner and Taylor Stern, and we will be back next Monday night right here at the Omni Frisco on the next Cowboys Hour.